Right, we're out riding the new Karizma XMR, and while our ride opinions are embargoed till the 31st at 10 AM, right now I can give you a walk around, so let's do that. Let's start with the style. This is a completely different looking bike to the old Karizma. As you can see, it is now a fully fed super sport and it's a pretty handsome design. Hero has taken an interesting leaf out of TVS's book in that they made the fuel tank nice and high, so it hides the fact that the clip-ons themselves are also quite high. The overall proportions are really nice. I like the tail section, and this floating panel out here gives the bike a sense of width. It's not a very large bike, but it's also not a small machine either. It has a nice set of proportions, and I also like the lights. The rear tail lamp looks really good when you're following the bike. Check that out. See how nicely done that tail lamp is. And it has hazard lights. You can see them both illuminate. As for the front, this is a full LED setup. Now Hero says this is one of their smart LED headlamps. It's probably a similar feature to the Harley Davidson X440, where there's an ambient light sensor and it automatically turns the headlamp on when the light goes down. Now we've only ridden the bike for a few hours. I can't tell you how that works, but I can show you what the headlamp looks like. Now come over here, let's take a look at the switchgear. This is pretty nice looking stuff. It's new switchgear again. You've got controls for the screen out here and the hazard light button out here, and that is what your display looks like. This is not a TFT display, this is an LCD, but it's quite informative. Let me show you some of the things down there. You've got the odometer, you've got average speed, trip A, time, distance, the same thing for trip B, fuel efficiency, range, navigation, which again is Bluetooth enabled, some details on the battery voltage, service due, a nice date along with the day, clock down there. It's nicely done, it's easy to read, and I think it looks quite good. It's not a TFT, it's not fancy, but it gets the job done quite well. You've also got some nice mirrors out here. These stock mounted mirrors generally are a compromise, but these mirrors do well and they're nicely adjustable. What else do we want to know about the engine? This is an all-new 210cc engine. It's Hero's first liquid-cooled engine. It's Hero's first DOHC engine as well. It makes about 25 horsepower and about 20 Newton meters of torque, figures which are up there with the RC200 and the Bajaj RS200 and only slightly lower than the Gixxer 250. How does this feel on the road? I can only tell you on the 31st at 10 AM, but I can give you a taste of what it sounds like. Let us know what you think of that. In terms of equipment, you don't get a USD fork. There's a standard telescopic fork and a 6-step preload adjustable monoshock. 17-inch wheels at both ends, typical stuff that you'd expect on a motorcycle like this. And the good thing here is that the price is quite nice. It starts at 1.73 lakh ex-showroom, which is an introductory price, and that puts it below the R15, about 10,000 rupees below the base R15, and on par with the Bajaj RS200. That is a good price, and it's not like you're not getting features either. You're getting a nice engine, a 6-speed gearbox, slip assist clutch, a good headlamp, hazard lights, there's a USB charger out here. It's a quite nicely equipped motorcycle. Is it going to be fun to ride? Check out our review on the 31st at 10 AM.